In this video, a how-to guide for tanking on your freshly freed Demon Hunter. What's going on, amazing animals? So you've got your freshly minted Vengeance Demon Hunter, but you want to know the most effective way to tank with him. Well, this video is for you. Before we get stuck into things, I want to say a big thank you to Get Reiki for all his help on the video. You can find him at Get Reiki on Twitter. Okay, so let's get started. First off, we're going to start with abilities and rotations, then we're going to move on to talents, stat priority, and take a quick look at the artifact weapon. The basic rotation for Vengeance is pretty simple, but has a few situational spells that will help with your efficacy. The following are the skills you'll be using most often. Starting things off with Shear, your low damage resource generator. You'll be using this to build up pain and get help gathering your secondary resource, Lesser Soul Fragments. These fragments will heal you when picked up. It's worth noting, when collecting a Demon's Soul Fragment, you will increase your damage by 20% for 15 seconds. You can have up to 5 of these on the field at once. 5 Lesser Soul Fragments are equal in healing to 1 full Soul Fragment generated by killing a target. Next up we have Soul Cleave. This is one of the 2 skills you'll be spending your pain on. Soul Cleave is a frontal cone AoE damage spell which will also pull in all soul fragments within range. It costs between 30 and 60 pain, delivering more damage at 60 pain. Alongside Soul Cleave, you'll be trying to keep Demon Spikes up to maintain the 20% parry increase and a base 18% physical damage reduction, which increases based on mastery. Demon Spikes has 2 charges with a 15-second cooldown, can be lowered by the talent Feed the Demon. Demon Spikes costs 20 pain. As a Demon Hunter, an additional resource generating skill is Consume Magic, which is a ranged interrupt. On successful interrupt, your Demon Hunter will gain 50 pain. If you need another interrupt, Sigil of Silence can be cast but does not come with a pain generation. Sigil of Silence silences nearby enemies after 2 seconds for a duration of 6. For our AoE, we have Immolation Aura, which does a burst of fire damage with a dot after, and Infernal Strike, a leaping attack enabling you to jump up to 40 yards and apply a burst of fire damage upon landing. Finally, let's talk about your remaining sigils and damage mitigation cooldowns. Each sigil is situational and is placed at a target location, activating after 2 seconds with a 30-second cooldown. Sigil of Chains will pull enemies to the center of where it's cast and reduce their movement speed by 70% for 6 seconds. Sigil of Flame does a burst of damage after 2 seconds and then applies damage over time for 6 seconds within its radius. Sigil of Misery fears enemies in place for 30 seconds. As with regular fear mechanics, damage will remove this effect. In mitigation, we have 3 defensive cooldowns to offer: Fiery Brand, Empowered Wards, and Metamorphosis. Empowered Wards reduces magic damage taken by 30% for 6 seconds with a 20-second cooldown. Fiery Brand does massive damage, approximately 720% of your attack power, and reduces the damage the target does to you by 40% for 8 seconds. This is a 1-minute cooldown. Last but not least is your main defensive cooldown, Metamorphosis. You transform into a demon and your current and max health is increased by 30% while generating 7 pain per second for 15 seconds. Not only does this offer some HP buffer, but also increases your Soul Cleave healing potential for its duration. Your ideal rotation for maximum efficacy will look like this, both with mitigation and DPS. You will obviously also be using Torment as necessary. Open with Throw Glaive if you need to pull, or Infernal Strike to tank in place. Apply Immolation Aura on cooldown. Soul Carver is used to generate souls and spike damage on cooldown. In tougher tanking situations, save for healing with Soul Cleave. Fiery Brand on cooldown. As above, in tougher tanking situations, save as a defensive cooldown. Then Fell Devastation. Demon Spikes if buff is expired for damage reduction. Opening rotation will require 1 shear before Demon Spikes. Infernal Strike on cooldown. Soul Cleave if at 60 pain, otherwise shear, unless desperate for a self-heal. Vengeance is a parry tank that gets 100% of crit as parry, but like with most tanks, versatility is one of the biggest focuses and serves to increase your already potent self-healing. Haste is your next most important stat, lowering cooldowns on your most used skills. Mastery for Demon Hunters is what makes Demon Spikes reduce physical damage and also increase attack power by the same percentage. Your ideal stat priority will look like this: Versatility over Haste till 50%, then ignore Haste, over Crit, over Agility, over Mastery. Looking at talents, after some rough number crunching, the optimal all-round tanking build is as follows. Firstly, taking Agonizing Flames. This makes your Immolation Aura increase your movement speed by 30% and it increases its base damage dealt by 50%. Next, we take Feast of Souls, making Soul Cleave heal for an additional amount over 6 seconds. Gluttony is the next talent we take. Upon consuming a Soul Fragment, this increases the damage of your next Soul Cleave by 10%, stacking up to 5 times. From there, we take Feed the Demon, reducing the cooldown for Demon Spikes by 1 second every time a Soul Fragment is consumed. Please note that Soul Rending becomes a more effective choice than Feed the Demon upon unlocking the Fueled by Pain artifact trait. Next up, we take Concentrated Sigils, causing all sigils to trigger at your location rather than being cast at a targeted location, and increasing their duration by 2 seconds. A quick knock-up of our favourite PvP Vengeance talent choices are as follows. When progressing through your artifact tree, in our opinion, the following is the smartest path to follow. To start, make a beeline for Painbringer. After that, work your way to Charred Warblades, finally finishing up with Fueled by Pain. Once you hit Fueled by Pain, remember to ensure you swap Feed the Demon for Soul Rending in your talent tree. Finally, as of creating this video, there are still a few weeks until Legion finally launches. If you're looking to get a little extra preparation in for your Demon Hunter, here are a few things you can do to give yourself a slight edge when Legion launches. The most obvious of these is obtaining 4 Hexweave bags. Next, collecting 18 Marks of Honor from competing in PvP Battleground. These are BOA and can be mailed to your Demon Hunter and used to purchase eye level 7-10 armor. If able, run Mythic Dungeons for the BOA Agility Heirloom Trinket, Infallible Tracking Charm. You will need to run Mythic Dungeons on an agility based character to get this to drop. Participate in pre-expansion invasions for the eye level 700 weapon drops. Then gather a total of 300 nether shards to trade for Coalesced Fel, which will upgrade said weapons to 725. For those intending to main their Demon Hunter, feel free to prepare a care package for your character, including materials for preferred primary and secondary professions. Hopefully by now you're prepared to meat shield your way through whatever Legion has in store for us. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button. I'll be live streaming right the way through Legion launch, so if you'd like to be notified when I'm live, or when new videos are released, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And now for our Gamer's Choice question, are you planning to main Havoc or Vengeance with your Demon Hunter when Legion arrives? Be sure to drop your answer in the comment section below. I'll be including the best answers in my next video. Until next time, peace.